This is North Dakota Today.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us for North Dakota Today. I'm Lisa Badeau.
Heidi Vetter, hello, good
Here
morning.
on a Monday morning. I feel like I got a little bit of a weekend hangover going on here. It just was busy.
Yeah, well, of course, with daylight savings.
That's true, too.
That makes a difference, huge difference.
It's hard. We always say it's just so hard on the kids. It's hard on moms, too.
Yeah, but do you have spring break this weekend, or this week?
No, West Fargo doesn't have much for a spring break. I heard Fargo schools have a whole week off.
Yeah, they have the whole week off. Yeah. It was interesting driving here today because there's not as much traffic. I'm like, what's going on today?
I forgot about that.
In school,
I didn't know when it started. It starts this week, though.
Yeah, I guess on the weekend. So, and it usually is state basketball weekend. So.
Oh, we watched a lot of basketball over the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
The big game between Cheyenne and West Fargo on Saturday.
That one.
That was the big. I said that was the big one. But then the Packers won. They won it all. They beat Minot in the state championship. So I'm super excited.
That is really fun. I love it when the East takes the title. Because that's really what it is.
I'm from the Minot area, but I was not cheering for Minot. I was definitely cheering for the Packers, and know a few of the names on that team as well. So that was exciting. Yeah. And you got to go to the Bison game on Saturday.
I did. It was so much fun. Oh my gosh, we were just like front and center. I mean, we were literally like right down there by the field, and yep, there we are. See. And this is right after the first touchdown where you see all the players. Number 32 is my son Jenny's son. He's a freshman there. So anyway, he was right below us too. So that's my friend Jenny.
Did he say like, Mom, take it down a notch or anything to your friend?
No, and that's not her regular seats, but that's where, this is good. There he is. It's so exciting. Well,
oh yeah, she was able to give him a
yes, that was so fun. And he's such a sweetie. So of course, I'm like, I'm going to be right there. I knew I was going to be really close to him. And so, because this is so like me. Anyway, the minute I saw him when we were down there, I'm like, Ty.
Okay, so it wasn't his mom who was embarrassing him. It was his mom's friends.
It was me. He turns around, I'm like, hi.
That's exciting. I would do that too. Okay, anyway. So I haven't been to a game yet. Now, what is your, review, description of what it's like inside now?
Well, I mean, it's just empty looking, that's all. I mean, but it was still exciting because they still have the big, they get to run through it, and that was really fun to, they run through the helmet and all that, and
the countdown, Thunderstruck,
they do all that,
everything.
And that really is a lot of it, I think, is the hype. And then I know one time my friend Betsy she's like, do you think they pipe sound in here, Because I'm like, wow. That's interesting. I don't know. I never thought about that myself. But it got loud in there.
Yeah.
But then again, it's also spring break for NDSU. So there was hardly a student body. Well, there wasn't one. I mean, we couldn't find it. We were looking for, just peering across and so forth. And we didn't see it. So they're on spring break. And then this weekend, they're on spring break again.
Okay.
So, you know what I mean? It's interesting. But
I think we have tickets for the SDSU game, but we're going to a watch party next weekend's, I think, UND, right?
UND,
so it's a big game. And the Bison still won, but it was a closer game than anybody really wanted it to be. So
yeah,
but we won.
But we won.
The win.
Shoo.
Okay, we didn't go to the game. We watched it at home from the garage
because you were busy.
It was a big weekend at the Badeau house. This is huge for my husband, and actually it was my daughter's deer because she's hunting now.
Yes,
we make our own deer sausage, so it becomes this big event, and JB invites all of his friends, and you can see my dad is there in the blue long sleeve shirt. But thank you to all the guys, because then that means I don't have to do it.
Oh gosh, yeah. Where's your? Oh, there it is. Look at it all coiled up.
Yeah, it's a team effort
to
do the mixing and exact recipe, because I complain if it doesn't taste the same. Yep, we do cheese and line and garlic. So if you want some deer sausage, just let me know. So it was a full weekend, and if I still smell like
did I put my order in
venison, then the garage still smells like it. Like I went out and got in the car, I was like, it's gonna smell. Everyone's like, when they start smoking it, that smells good, but now it just smells like raw meat in there.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's all ready to go. Okay, but we could have deer sausage, but instead, this is what we're gonna have. Can we see this?
Yay.
It's Heidi's birthday. Happy birthday, Heidi. So
29 again.
It says happy 29th birthday to Heidi. So we're so excited. We've been talking about this all month.
Yummy.
It's going to be like our birthday month because
I know.
My birthday was earlier in the month, but of course I had the day off.
And you decided to leave for your birthday.
So I could have just stayed here and worked. You're such a trooper. You're here on your birthday.
I know, I'm here on my birthday.
I flew to Arizona instead. So, but we're going to talk about later this week. We're going to be having birthday drinks.
I know. My gosh,
with
it's going to
Happy
be
Harry's.
fantastic. This is how you celebrate.
This is how you celebrate. We got lots of fun stuff planned for the whole week.
Drinks and
so
music. I came into music this morning.
Yeah, we did have a little birthday party.
Little party.
We're like, let's dance.
Yeah.
We played like every generic except for the real happy birthday song.
Yeah, we didn't.
This morning.
Are you going to sing?
Nope, I'm not going to sing. What I want for my birthday is for you to sing.
Okay.
We're going to check in with Tim Rowdy, the store manager at Cashwise in West Fargo. He delivered the cake today because everybody wants Heidi to have a happy birthday. Tim, thank you for joining us today.
Hi, Lisa. How you doing?
We are great. Soon to be much better because a little cake on a Monday makes everything better. But we wanted to visit with you a little bit about planning a party, getting a cake, and I see you're standing in front of the cake case there at Cashwise. Okay, so tell us, you have quite the display of cakes. How did you decide which one you were going to send over here?
Well, we kind of guessed. We were hoping that we got the right one for Heidi's preferences, but lots of choices. You can stop by, and actually this is for your birthday for last week.
Oh,
look at that.
Oh, it even says my name on it. Does it say I'm 29 also? Because I'm also 29.
Yeah, it does.
I love it. Okay, well, so I want to talk, before we jump into some good do's and don'ts, let's talk about the fact that you can really put anything you want on a cake. Let's talk a little bit about what are the most popular cakes that you guys sell at Cashwise.
Well, quarter sheet is always the most popular, but there's lots of options. If you look at some of these licensed products over here, we have a catalog that you can pick up different types of decorations, and then we'll add them to the cake for you. So we have Baby Yoda, very popular, and then unicorns happen to be probably one of the most popular cakes that we do right now. And the choices are endless. So you can do edible images on cakes, and we have a decorating staff that can help. If you don't really know what you want, there's lots of choices, not just the marble, white, and chocolate anymore. You can get red velvet and some other choices as well. But our decorators can definitely help you make those choices.
So you're saying we could have had Heidi's face on her cake?
That's
now
right.
That'd be
You could
scary.
have done that.
I don't know what I think about that, but that's a fun idea.
It
okay,
is.
the two of us. We could have the two of us on set.
Oh, that would be
kind
cute.
of like a Welcome to North Dakota Today
Right,
cake
well, we
as well.
should do that. We'll still do that. We're going to have a big old grand opening.
I like that.
What do you call that?
Yeah, well,
We'll get another cake.
Because
Because you can decorate anyway. I actually, Cashwise is my preferred bakery. So that is where I always got my children's cakes when it was their birthday parties and whatnot. And I don't know what it is that you do or you add to your cakes, but they are really delicious and very, very, they always stay moist. So
I think,
Yeah,
is there
we
a
have a
trick?
great team that puts those things together for us, and I don't know how they do it either, but they keep them very moist.
I thought you were going to give us, this is how they do it.
Yeah.
Although, when I was talking to you, we were talking about do's and don'ts. Well, there's at least two tips you were going to give us today, and one of them has something to do with keeping your cake moist. What's the biggest mistake that a lot of people do when they want to keep their cake moist and they haven't, and they're not going to eat it right away like we are?
If you're not going to eat it right away, I'd recommend keeping it frozen. If you put it in the refrigerator, people don't understand that actually dries out pastry type products and cake. So you don't really want to keep it refrigerated for a long period of time. Like when we prepare them, we'll put them in a cooler just for a half a day before the guest comes in and picks them up. But if you're storing them for any length of time, definitely freeze them. Helps keep them moist.
Okay. I don't know
didn't
why I
know
was
that
surprised by
about
that,
the
but I
fridge.
was. So
Yeah.
stay away from the fridge, put it in the freezer. We're running out of time, but real quick, you had something you wanted to tell us about frosting as well.
Then the reds. Our decorators are really good at it, but if you use reds and you're doing this at home, they tend to bleed a lot more. So those types of colors where that dye is a little more aggressive tend to bleed out, especially if you're going red next to white. So you want to be careful of that, not to use too much dye in that frosting before you add it to your cake.
Okay. Well, we have to go to break so we can try this cake, Tim. Otherwise, we'd visit with you much longer. Thank you so much for delivering the cake. We love Cash-Wise cakes as well.
Can't wait to dig in.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Stay with us. Coming up next, the ladies rule at the Grammys. We'll get a recap of the big wins from last night.